So here I am. How are you all? Lovely to have you with me again today while we continue through our journey of the cards. So with no further ado, let's jump in. Now, I've been showing you little ways in which to use pairs, and that's to be able to read a major card and a minor card. And I left you with the Empress, and I'm going to continue with that because it's a great card as a major card to actually show you, if you put a minor card with it, what you can do as a reader and how you can gain more clarity and information. Do put your comments into the box. I will get a chance to share them. I'll answer questions as we move along this PDF and this little bit of training to help you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Tarot with Anne-Marie, and I have been reading tarot and teaching tarot for over, 20, 30 years. Gosh, too many. So how are you all? Are you well? I'm sorry I've had to cut down a little bit on my Friday night lives where I'm able to actually give you some free readings. That's going to be happening here and there, but not on a regular basis like I used to. It's just simply just too busy to be able to do that every Friday. So I will continue with our lessons whenever I possibly can. So here we are. So we've got a few people watching. Please do say hello and ask any questions. So we have the Empress with the minor card, Knight of Pentacles. So if you feed the energy from one card to another, and when you've got a court card, and people aren't keen on court cards because they go, gosh, I don't know what it means. It's an aspect of the person that's having a reading, or it's an aspect of who they are asking about. Hi Tahiti, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Let's say hello to you. Lovely that you're actually coming in. Hopefully, some no further ado. This is a person who is very, very grounded. Why? We are getting that aspect from that court card, the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm good, Tahiti. Thank you very much for asking. I really am good. Nice to see you. So you're coming in from YouTube. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm good, good, good. So this is someone that is slow and steady. Okay. They pay attention to detail. How do we know that? Look at that Knight of Pentacles. He's looking at the pentacle. So that is telling you that whatever that person is looking at in their life, remember I said it's an aspect of that person. May I see to you. Tahiti is putting her comments on there. That's lovely. Or he, sorry. So somebody paying attention to detail. And we're getting that from that pentacle. So it depends on what matters going on around them. But if you look at the Empress, you can tell they are trying to value themselves, they are trying to nurture themselves, or they are trying to nurture an aspect in their life. They don't want to do things in a hurry. I'm British, Tahiti. You're asking, where am I? I'm from Britain, okay? I'm not in Britain at the moment, though. They don't want to do anything in a hurry. Why? Well, that is because if you look at that Knight of Pentacles, look at that horse. The horse is stable. It is standing, it is not moving. So this is standing still. What is it telling you? That is a grounded horse. It's standing very, very still. So you could take from that card that this is not moving, that this is somebody who is looking at the details, paying attention to that, and they are valuing themselves. Now, where are we getting the valuing coming from? Well, that's coming from the Empress, okay? And that is about what they find attractive, what they want to nurture, what they want to be grounded as well. So two cards there are really kind of about being grounded. So it's somebody that's not going to take a chance, somebody that's not going to take a risk, somebody who is very reliable, and they will only move forwards in their actions and in what's tangible when they have everything sorted and all the details of that so that they get it right. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense to you. Now, when it's a court card, you need to look at that being an aspect of that person, okay? and you look at your major card to see what is the effects. Now that's because it's a court card. So when we've got a minor card and it's not a court card, we feed the energy of the minor card into the major card. You will get it just takes a bit of time. Okay, like anything good, it takes time. So again, I've brought another court card on here, and again, the Pentacle family. So if we look at the page, this is a younger version, if you like, if you want to look at it like that. Think of them as people, okay? Think of your page as a teenager. Think of your knight as somebody that's in their 20s. Why? Because a teenager is somebody that's studying something, ready to go off in their life, but they can't go off and do it because they don't have all the facts. Whereas somebody who's a knight is somebody that's got a little bit of experience. They know a little bit, but they don't know all. They've not got that sense of having grown, simply because they are at that stage in their journey. So it's not an age thing. It's more of a stage thing. You know, what stage are you at? It's like a novice when you've got Page of Pentacles. But look at the suit, Pentacles. That's all of the elements combined together. Okay, so they've thought it, they've felt it, and they're in action, and they're trying to get something to get off the ground, as it were. So this person is still studying, and it's a person with their feet on the ground. So they're not airy-fairy. Why? Because the Pentacle family. And there's lots of potential. Well, we know that because of the growth that's coming from the Empress. So they will grow and develop. So reading these two cards together, you're getting the growth from the Empress, you're getting that kind of studying going on there from the page, and it being a pentacle, and they analyse, organise, and look at one thing at a time. Where's that coming from? It's coming from that minor card, because he's looking at that pentacle and analysing it, organising it, and doing one thing at a time. This is something that they've just started. How do we know that? They are a page, not a knight, not a queen, not a king. So the court cards are telling you what stage they're at. Okay, the element of the court card is telling you whether they're just thinking it, whether they're just feeling it, whether they're in action, or whether they've got and got all the pieces there, their thoughts, their feelings, their actions, their intentions. No problem, Tahiti. Oh, bless you, telling us you've got to go. You can listen, you can watch the playback whenever you want. Lovely to have you. Thank you very much. And how nice of you to say that. I'm going to add that to the broadcast because that's such a really lovely message. I know weekends are incredibly busy for all of us. There we are, look. There's our lovely comment there. There you go. Thank you. So, there we go. Right. So, on to our next card. Trying to move this along. There we go. Another court card for you. So this time I've brought in the King of Cups. Okay. You will for sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if we look at this pair by using the Empress with the King of Cups and combining them, you are in a position. Shilpi, I'm really sorry. This is not about having a tarot reading. I'm teaching the tarot. Sorry, dear. Okay. So this is a very giving person. How do we know that? Look at that King of Cups. Cups, emotions. Okay. They are giving emotionally. Okay. They're not giving in their actions because we don't have a wand. Wand is action. You see? They're sensitive, where we're getting that from. The Cup family. King. King means this is somebody that's much more elevated in the stage of what they're doing. Okay? They like to take control. Why are we getting that? Because it's a king. Okay? And they're controlling things. Okay? This is somebody that keeps things neat. Okay? It's a very strong emotional influence coming from this person because it is the suit of cups, and cups is emotions. They can be nurturing. That's coming from the King of Cups, cups being nurturing in their emotions, and it's coming from the Empress because the Empress is an energy of nurturing and logical. The logic is coming from the fact it's a king. Okay, so it's all these lovely, lovely things. Nice to listen, Tahiti. Lovely. Thank you very much. I will enjoy my Sunday. I'm actually, it's all about promotions and videos and YouTube, TikTok, and all of that kind of thing, and Facebook. There we go. Okay, so we've got all of that happening there. Right. So another example with the Empress, and we move our King of Cups. And so now I've brought cups in, but instead of it being a court card, I've brought in the Five of Cups. So look at that card. Our figure's standing there looking at 3 cups that are knocked over, and there's liquid coming out of those cups on the floor. As you can see, there's some green liquid there, and there's some red liquid there, and yet 2 cups are standing still, upright. And our figure's wearing a cloak, and we can see there's some water there, and we can see there's a bridge that goes from what looks like from one side of the land across the water over to the other side, and the other side shows what looks like a castle there, and some greenery. So all of that is symbolic and telling you something. So if we look at that card, we can see lots going on. So the bridge could signify being able to cross from where you are in life to the other side. What kind of crossing? An emotional one. Why? Because it's the cups. Okay. Our figure looks as if they're disappointed, sad. They've got their back to us. They've got a cloak there. And there's an awful lot about what that all means in my courses. And I've put it there on the left for you. If you want to actually learn the tarot, go on to tarotcourses.online. It's all videos there for you. All little lessons for you. You can choose the court cards, the cups, the wands, the major cards. That's the beginners. And then I can take you on to how to actually put it together, like we're doing a little bit on here. This is just some examples rather than the actual system. It's only one spread. And by using pairs and combining that spread, you can become a reader that's proficient, efficient, and confident because you know what you're doing. But of course, like anything that actually enables you to have a career, you've got to train in it, you know, and that's for you to do. I'm looking at the videos and practicing. And you can get there in your own time. You might say, I've not got time. We've all got time to watch a video for 2 minutes and kind of go, right, I'll do some more later. That's the way to do it, you know, and then to practice and go, gosh, I get it. So I'm trying to show you what it's about because, you know, I did that and I changed my life. And not only did I change my life, I changed my career, my finances, where I lived, you know, where I look, everything, you know, in the last 30 years. Why? Because of the tarot. So not just having my own readings, but actually being able to read for other people. So you can do it too. That's my point. So this is a pair where this person, and we look at the Empress here, so we feed the energy of the minor card into the major card because it's not a court card. And you might get confused on that for a while. And if you do, no problem, because if you're reading it the way you're reading it, then that's what it is. Okay? But it's nice for you to have how it works so you feel confident. You go, gosh, this makes more sense, instead of going, well, I just know what the Empress means and I just know what the Five of Cups means, but I don't know how to put it together. So if we look at this is a person that dwells on the negative side. Where are we getting that from? Our figure is looking at the spilt milk, if you like, or the spilt liquid. Oh, look, I'm all unhappy. How do we know that they're feeling emotionally sort of sad? Because it's the cups, so that's the emotions, and it doesn't look as if that person's happy. Okay? And they're not feeling valued. Where are we getting that from? The Empress. The Empress is about value. But in this case, with that card, it's saying, I emotionally don't feel it. You know, I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm despondent. I can't see the fact that there's 2 more opportunities there for me. I can't. I'm doubting it. Self-doubts. I've been disappointed. That's what our figure's sort of saying. You know, I don't feel valued here. There's something new of value coming into this person's life. But look, they're dwelling and looking at the 3 that's on the floor, not the 2 that's behind them. So this is all about value. Where are we getting that from? A nurture of themselves. They can't bring that together. We know it's about value and nurture because of the Empress. Okay? And it's probably about themselves. They may not be feeling grounded. They're feeling too emotional. They can't see that there's going to be an opportunity for them because they're looking at the 3 cups instead of the 2 behind them. to look at the two behind them, which are still there for them. They could perhaps walk across that land and go to that bridge and cross over to the other side, to that castle and that prettiness that's there, instead of what looks like barren land. The water in the cards is, again, about the emotions. And if you look at the water, it doesn't look too choppy or too aggressive or too frantic. It looks calm, as if it's flowing. Things will flow again, you see? So, and the Empress says you need to take care of yourself. You need to be looking at yourself. You need to value yourself. You need to take care of you. Look at your self-care. You know, certain things that I post, it's like, make sure that you start your morning well. Don't pick up your phone. Why? You're bombarded with everything that's there. You need to turn around and sort of let your thoughts roll, put your feet on the ground and go, thank you, thank you, thank you for another day. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had somewhere comfortable to sleep. I had a good night's sleep, you know, and I'm now going to have some water or a coffee or a cup of tea or whatever it is and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Why say it 3 times? It's the number of creation. You are creating, you are manifesting. Yes? So it's part of your self-care. And you can change how you're thinking and how you're feeling if you actually put that into action and make it a habit. If you're actually looking at your phone, I should this, I should that, I'm bombarded, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that, and I need to do this, and that person's that, and I'm not good enough, and that's what we need to do. So that's about, you know, the Empress. Look after you, you know. Go and have a lovely shower. Why? You know, because we are bombarded by energy. And if we take that energy and we look at our self-care and we have a nice shower, wash all of that energy off that we've picked up from wherever, you know, whether it's on our phone, TV, the day before, bad night's sleep, a good night's sleep, whatever it happens to be, and we start afresh and then put on clean clothes. Why? Because the energy is fresh again, and again, you can restart your modem, if you like, or your mojo for how it is with positivity. And then be kind to yourself, nurture yourself. You might not have any money, but you've probably got a tea bag or some coffee or some beautiful sort of water, some ice, you know. Look, water, okay, nice glass, okay, nice and cold, that's how I like it. Sometimes I put some parsley in there, you know, because it came from the earth and it's nurturing me, and the green supporting me. So I've put green in the backdrop behind me so that you can kind of see. That's actually what our conservatory really looks like. But dogs are always around, so I have to green screen sort of what's going on so that you don't have dogs interrupting a lesson. I rescue dogs, you know, it's just the way it is. That's my nurture. Okay, so, you know, our lovely Empress. So here we go. Let's have a look at another one. Okay, now I've got the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. 3, yes, the number of creation. So this is a person that's a planner, okay? Let's have a sip of water. Okay, thank you. An organizer. Where do we get that from? 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at those characters. They're working together. They're organizing something, yeah? Business-like, you know? Looks like the person that's standing on the bench is the one that's actually doing beautiful sort of stonemasonry. And it looks like we've got an architect there, perhaps, or somebody with the plans in their hands. And then it looks like we've got a figure that's of authority in what looks like a church. I don't know for sure, but it's saying they're collaborating, they're working together, okay? So this is about planning, nurturing things. And because it's a pentacle, it's earth. Earth means you've gone through the thoughts, you've gone through the emotions, you've gone through the actions, and now you've got a product. Now you're trying to organise it and work with other people, okay? So can you see it starts to be, instead of going, I feel that it's a man that's coming in. You know, we've all got lost by just knowing individual cards, but not knowing how to bring it together, as it were. And if you can't bring it together and you say, well, I think it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years, or, you know, 3 lifetimes away, the person that you're reading for, or even yourself, is going to get despondent, edgy, anxious, upset, a little bit disappointed, wanting to kind of come at you with more questions, and you go, well, I don't know. It's nice to actually sort of say to somebody, if you are giving a reading, what do you want to know, rather than just give a general. General's too vague when you're first starting to train. So ask me a question. How's today going to be? What's this week going to be like? What's the month of October? What's next year got in store for me? What's my finances? What's so-and-so going to do at work? That kind of thing. And just stick to one question and go, gosh, I'm getting a black and white answer. So let's say we said, what's tomorrow going to be like? Well, looks like a productive day. Looks like you're going to plant things. Looks like you're going to organise things. Looks like you're going to be around other people. You're going to be business-like. You like to be in control with a team of people. You're going to need more training to be involved in getting it off the ground. And you might be a person that needs facts and pay close attention to what's being collaborated. And you might like to be in control of a group. Do you see? So you can pick two cards and kind of go, merge them together and ask a question. Don't try and do too much at once. I know that we're all curious and it's all part of it. Use that as your curiosity. By all means do it. But if you just do that, you can feel overwhelmed and kind of a little bit down and kind of, oh gosh, don't know what I'm doing. But if you want to practice pairs, okay? Shuffle your major cards, shuffle your minor cards. And if you haven't got any cards, then perhaps, just turn around and look at the images on the PDFs and just go through them and practice looking at them and going, well, what do you see? What do you see there? Look at the colours. There's lots of yellows going on there, isn't there? Sunny, happy, yeah? The chakra there for our solar plexus, our joy in life, our happiness in life, our radiance in life. It's a little bit of red, that's your powerhouse. That's your bottom chakra, sort of saying, I've got the energy here to do it. That's my thoughts, my feelings, my conversations, my emotions towards this, my actions towards this, and my productivity. And it's all progress, and it's number 3, so you're creating. So of course you're going to kind of get it going right and wrong, just how it was when I tried to stream. It was all working, and I thought, well, I'll check my scenes, see what's going on, and boom, nothing would work. It all froze, so I had to reboot the computer. It is what it is. Kind of go, oh, never mind. And I seem to say every week, it's because I don't just come on and film with, my phone. It's so easy, but I can't show you things in the way I want to, or kind of keep it there for you so you can come back to it. So anybody that would like some worksheets just on the basic meanings in the lessons where I did beginners and the meanings of the cards and bullet points, please do write to me at hello@tarotcourses.online. I'll be happy to send them to you for free, okay? So it's all about helping you, okay? So here we go, It's all about combining two cards. Yes, you can read an individual card, but it can make you feel that you haven't got enough to help you out to go forwards. So try it. It really, really works. And I can tell you because, I've been reading tarot professionally now for 30 years, part-time, full-time, leading a team of over 200 people on psychic lines, the customers, crikey, 6 hours a day of phone calls to customers. Can you imagine? Back to back, exciting. Helping and supporting the readers and them feeling, oh gosh, I didn't know how to answer this, and training people from scratch, training people that are actually got their own websites and wanting to actually know more and develop their method and their strategy of reading. That's what it's about. So happy to help, okay? If you want to know more, do go on to tarotcourses.online with me, Anne-Marie, okay? So it's a bit different when you can do beginners and then intermediate and advanced. It means that you can go, gosh, I want to stop there or I want to learn more. It's nice to know you've got the choice. That's why I did it like that, okay? Right, so now I've brought another court card in with a different suit of swords, and we've got the Queen. So look at her. She's not facing us. She's focused on what she's doing. So much so, she's looking at what she's doing, nothing else. So with the Empress, got the fact that she is nurturing that idea or that communication. Why is it an idea? Because it's a sword. Why is it communication? Because it's a sword. Okay? She's an independent, determined lady. or man, you know, gender isn't important. I put it like that because it's the Queen, okay? Strong. We know strong, okay? We've got the strength from the Empress, we've got the strength from the Queen, because she's elevated and matured along the way. And she's taking control of mental activity, okay? This isn't about, you know, doing something in the garden or putting a project together as in a romantic, emotional way. It's the mental side because it's swords, the air family, okay? Logic. Why? Because it's a sword. And this person does not suffer fools gladly. Why? They're a bit sharp, you know? Hold on a minute, you don't know what you're talking about, I'm not interested. A very quick mind, okay? Because it's the Queen, and it's the mind because it's the swords. And as I said, can be sharp, particularly with their words. Why is it words? Because you've got the swords, and it's about communication. Sharp with their thoughts, sharp with their words. Why? Because Queen, okay? And I haven't got time. You know, I'm not hanging around with pages. And if you can't keep up, you know, well, you don't study it, she's not interested. But it's an aspect. It doesn't mean it's that person, that's what they are per se, but all aspects like that. You know, I can be terribly patient when I'm actually teaching people, but I'm so patient with myself. You see, an aspect of someone that they could be really professional, but they could be, you know, in as a mum even, you know, don't forget the Empress is mother card. So when they are a mum, they could be, you know, quite sharp, quite firm, you know, I'm not taking no nonsense, but an aspect in another area of their life could be completely different or incredibly different. It would depend on the other cards to tell you that. So the spread would kind of tell you about whether it was them, or whether it was someone in their life, or whether it was the problem, or whether it was something in the past, or something that they're growing towards, or something that's going to happen, or their spiritual advice. And I could go on, but I'll just tell you that for now. Okay? Okay, so one more. All right. So this is someone that is not satisfied at the moment. Look at that card, the Four of Cups. They're not happy. Okay? They're fed up. And this is an emotion again. Why the cups? Okay? Four, they're consolidating their emotions. Okay? And in order to nurture themselves, they need to take themselves away from everyone, all stimuli and everything. And in order to nurture themselves, they need to sit back and go, I don't want to join in. Why? I need to decompress. Okay? I'm bored with what's going on. But it is a dutiful person. Okay? Somebody that would probably suffer in silence. Yeah, how do we know that? Because we can see that they're not saying anything, their arms are folded like this, look like it can't be bothered. But there is new life there. Look at that Ace of Cups in the card. It's not here yet for them. It's been offered to them, but they just can't see it yet. They're too busy focusing upon what it is their emotions are doing to them. And they need that time to decompress and value themselves and nurture themselves and do whatever it is that they need to do. They may miss out on things while they do that, of course. There's always that aspect. Okay? So let me just show you this. Okay, so in this card, I've brought in Four of Wands with the Empress, and combining these two means that the Empress is a homely person. Do you know where we get that from? Yeah, it's that home card going on there, Four of Wands. Yeah, they are as safe as houses. Again, we've got building going on. So, you know, the Four of Wands is about our home. Simple, okay? And the Empress is about valuing, nurturing, mothering, being grounded, wanting to make things beautiful, seeing beauty in things, wanting things to grow. So it's all to do with the home. Can you see? Yeah? Feeling of belonging. A supportive person. You can rely upon this person because they are, in action. Again, it's the Wand family. They're domesticated. How do we know that? Well, the Empress is someone that's nurturing. In what aspect? Of the domestic side, because we've got the home card there. They're balanced. 4 of Wands will hold things up, structure. Yeah? They will not want to go beyond the boundaries of what they know, though. They'll play it safe. They like stability. And that is what the 4 of Wands is showing. If you've got 4 posts, you can put a sheet over it, make a tent, can't you? So this person would like more material security, though. They want to do modifications, perhaps to the home. They'd like to move. All those kind of things come into this. But it's all focused around the home when these 2 cards come up. Now remember what I said, that's only part of the reading. It's not it. It's something that's going on for them. So then another pair somewhere else, as you put your spread out, will tell you more and more and more. And in the position, you'll find out if that's them. So if this came up in the influences of others, it might not be about them. It might be a tiny bit of what's going on and affecting them, but it may be somebody else that's actually behaving like this, and it's affecting them. Okay? And if it came up as in, something of what's crossing them, the obstacles, could be that they are frustrated and they're not feeling homely, that they're not able to do the modifications, that they've not got enough material security. Might come up in their spiritual advice, in which case it's saying, this will happen, this is what's on the cards for you. And then there's timing, it will tell you when it's going to happen, and that's part of your spread. So each position tells you which part of their life it's going on. So it could be in the problem area, it could be in the self, it could be in the physical self, it could be in their head. So you might get, this is what they're thinking about, and then you might see what they're going to do, or this is what their emotions are, or this is what happened before, or this is what's going to happen. So your spread will tell you what part of their life, or who in their life. And there is a part in the spread that talks about others. This might come up in the 2nd house. So that's in the advanced sort of course, where you would find, gosh, this is about their finances. And they're going to do it because we've got action and we've got it coming up here in their finances. Might come up in the 4th house, which is their home. It might come up in the 12th house, which is getting rid of restrictions in their life. So it might come up in relationships. They might get this by going into a relationship with somebody else, a friendship or a loving relationship. So you can put it together. That's what I'm trying to show you. This method is so different. I'll see you next time. Thanks, folks. Bye.